Hello, welcome to Trump 47 Watch. Today's episode deals with the government shutdown. I'll provide a brief timeline, some information on the status of agency services, and plans for further reductions in force under the shutdown. I'm Merrick Masters. Today is October the 1st, 2025. The shutdown at this time begins shortly after midnight to those services that are affected as a result of a lapse in government funding. Since 1976, there have been numerous shutdowns of varying length, most of short duration or relatively short duration, the longest being the one that took place in 2019 under President Trump 45, which lasted for 35 days. In terms of government services that will be affected, it depends on the nature of the agency, how the agency is funded, and the extent to which essential or non-essential work takes place in the agency. Mail delivery, which occurs under the independent United States Postal Service, will remain ongoing. Social Security payments will continue, as will Medicare and Medicaid, although services by offices of those agencies may be somewhat limited. Pay is delayed for those in active military duty. Veterans benefits continue. Passport services are generally open. The Internal Revenue Service is largely open. Federal courts will remain open, at least temporarily, according to the information provided on this explanatory note provided by Government Facts. Reductions in force. The current director of the Office of Management, Russell Vought, told House Republicans in a private call today that mass reductions in force or firings will start in a day or two. It had been noted in an earlier Office of Management and Budget memorandum to agency heads and directors that the Trump administration intended to take an opportunity to exploit the lapse in government funding to impose continuing reductions in force at an accelerated pace, and that agencies were directed to use this opportunity to consider reduction in force notices for all employees in programs, projects, or activities that satisfy all three of the following conditions. The discretionary funding has lapsed, another source of funding is not available, and the programs, projects, and activities are not consistent with the president's priorities. The Trump administration announced today, and I don't think this is a mere coincidence, that it was pausing federal funding for infrastructure projects in New York City, citing concerns about diversity, equity, and inclusion. These projects totaled roughly $18 billion in funding that has been put on hold. Some observations I have about this situation in general are that it represents a political failure. It may be due to incompetence, ideological polarization, or societal dysfunctionality. Regardless of the reason, government shutdowns, in my judgment, should not be in the realm of political calculation. We need to get the federal budgeting house into order and restore fiscal responsibility in government so that we don't look like totally incompetent, dysfunctional government in a society that is the equivalent thereto. I'm Merrick Masters, Professor of Business Emeritus, and you can find me at my YouTube channel, and I hope you will stay tuned for more further episodes. Have a good day.